Good morning, student. Hope you're all fine. And in your last class, we was discussing about your chemical reactions and equations, right? So right now, the same will be continued. And last class, I have stopped still your balancing equation. So what we have discussed in your last class, let me go through that and continue with today's section, okay? So chemical reaction, as I told you, when two or more reactant reacting together to give you a product is nothing but called as chemical reaction. Representing the same with a symbolic representation, and easiest way of representing your chemical reaction is nothing but called as chemical equation. Am I right? And we have studied about, and I told you an example, one activity when magnesium is burned with the presence of oxygen to form magnesium oxide. An example which I told you, before using this magnesium, it should be wrapped with your sandpaper to remove the layer of oxide, or carbonate layer can be removed. To remove that layer where you have your, it should be cleaned with your sandpaper and then used for your experiment, right? And I told you how to write an equation. So whenever you are writing an equation, a reactant should be there and a product should be there. And reactant should not be like only one. It can be only one or two or more reactant should be there. Two or more reactant, if it is there, plus mark should be indicated. And towards your product, arrow mark indication should be there to represent your product. And product also, you cannot tell that only one product will be there, more than one product also it can be there. And you know how to write the equation. To know how to write the equation, you people have to know the symbol of the elements and the compounds name symbols, how to write. I told you in your previous class also, go through your 9th standard textbook. You have the symbols of the elements, yes, and you have components, how to write the name. As I told you, metal and non-metal, how it is crisscrossed with your valency, and then written the name of the compounds also I told you. Am I right? So now, and in your last class, we have discussed about the balancing equation also. Balancing equation will tell you the number of, in a chemical reaction, the number of mass of an atom, what is being present in the reactant, that should be same equal to the product also. What is the mass of the reactant and the product should be equal. How much if you take the mass in your reactant? Like if you take 1, even the 1 should be there in your product too. If you take 2 in your reactant, it should be 2 in your product. If you take 3, it should be 3 in your product. So that is what it tells you. Number of mass, what you take in the reactant, and that should be equal to the product. That is what is nothing but called as balanced chemical equation. Why a balanced chemical equation should be balanced in the set? To satisfy your law of conservation of mass. This statement also we have studied, nothing but called as energy can neither be created nor be destroyed, or mass can neither be created nor be destroyed. To satisfy that law of conservation of mass, we are going to discuss about, that means a balancing equation is done. So in your previous class, I told you 2 to 3 equations to be balanced. Right now, I'll give you few more examples of the equation, how to balance it, and then continue further. Okay. So now whatever we have, balancing equation, the first question is, when carbon is reacted with oxygen to give carbon dioxide, whatever I told you is a reaction. What is being represented in the board is nothing but called as your equation. Now check out this equation is balanced. How will you check the equation is balanced? Whatever we have taken in the reactant should be equal to the product too. Now if you say carbon, how much mass you have? Carbon is 1, and how much you have in your product? 1. Oxygen, how much you have? 2. How much you have? 2. So you can see that the equation which has been written here is balanced. So that equation is nothing but called as balanced chemical equation. That equation is nothing but called as balanced chemical equation. If the equation is not balanced, such kind of equation is called as skeletal equation. As I told you, if the equation is not balanced with the whatever the mass present in the reactant towards the product is not equal, in the sense they are called as skeletal equation. Now the equation whatever we have written here in the board is balanced. Now check out this second equation. Hydrogen is 2. Oxygen is 2, hydrogen is 2 here. How much you have in the product? 2. It is balanced. How much you have oxygen here, children? 2. And how much you have here? 1. Should I change here? Can I take 2 here? If I write 2, it is balanced? No, don't do it. Don't change the radical of the whatever which is being present. You have to change the mass of the given atom. Now, oxygen requires 2. So, I am going to take 2 here. Oxygen is how much here? 2. Correct? Now can you check out again the equation is balanced or not? Now hydrogen will increase, ma'am. Yes, hydrogen will become 2 2s are 4. Hydrogen has become 4. Now what about here? Hydrogen is 2. So what you multiply to 2 where you get 4? So if you multiply 2 here, hydrogen will become 4, oxygen will become 2. So hydrogen is 4, oxygen is 2. So when you write this, it includes for both the atoms present in a compound. Ma'am, oxygen is only 2. No, let me take 2 here. No, you are not supposed to do it. Don't take 2 over there. It should be completely changed to the mass. If you are writing 2 here, it includes for both hydrogen as well as for oxygen. Is it clear, children? Yes? So next one is, see, check out the next one. Carbon here it is 1. Carbon here it is 1. Hydrogen is 4 here. Hydrogen is 2 here. And oxygen is 2. Oxygen here 2 plus 1, 3. Correct? So now what to be done to balance? Now first we have to balance hydrogen. Balance hydrogen. See, carbon is 1. Okay, carbon is balanced. Hydrogen is 4 here. Here we have 2. So if I take 2 here, hydrogen became 4. 2 2s are 4. Hydrogen is balanced. Now check out oxygen. Oxygen is 2 here. Here 2 plus 2. Here 2. Here 2 oxygen. So how much oxygen you have? 4 oxygen you have. So 4 oxygen. If I take multiply 2 to 2, where oxygen will become 4. So the mass of the reactants and the product should be equal. Is nothing but called as balanced chemical equation. I am repeatedly telling children 3 marks question for balancing equation they may ask you. You have to do it. If not in the sense, no, not necessary, I can tell you. C6, check out this. C6, H12, O6 plus O2. See how much you have? 6. How much you have here? 1. Correct? Next, hydrogen, how much you have? 12. Here hydrogen is 2. Then oxygen is 6 plus 2. 8 you have. Here 2 plus 1. 3 you have. Yes? So now balance this equation. Carbon is 6. Carbon is 6 only. No. So let me take 6. Carbon became 6. Now hydrogen is 12. For 6, what you multiply, it becomes 12. 6. Correct? For 2, what you multiply, it will become 12. Hydrogen, you require 12. Because in reactant, you have 12. So hydrogen for 2, if I multiply 6, it becomes 12. Hydrogen is 12. Hydrogen is 12. Oxygen, you see, oxygen is 6, 7, 8. Correct? 6, 7, 8. So 8 in the sense you have. Here it is more. Here it is less, children. Oxygen, here it is 8. But here if you check out, it is more. 6 2s are 12. 12 plus 6. Don't multiply this. Whatever you have, this should be added. 6 2s are 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. Correct? So 18 in the sense, if I take 6, 6 2s is 12. 18 I require. So if I take 5 or if I take 6, 6 2s is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. Correct? I can't change here. You could have written 6 here also. No. Why you didn't write? If I write 6 over here, I should change carbon again. I should change hydrogen again. Instead of that only, I have changed here oxygen. Got it, children? I can change here also. If I change here, again I have to change carbon towards your product and reactant. Again I have to change towards your product and reactant hydrogen. So I have taken here as your carbon. 6 2s are 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. Here also you have 6 2s is 12. 12 plus 6 is 18. Over. Ma'am, energy is not given. Energy is liberated over there. You don't need to take that. Okay. Next. Next you see Fe. Ferrous ferric sulfate. Ferrous sulfate plus ferrous oxide, sulfur dioxide and sulfur trioxide. So ferrous sulfate. Fe is 1. Fe here it is 2. So Fe is 2 in the sense I require 2 here. So let me take 2 here. Correct? Sulfur how much I have? 2. Here how much I have? 2. 1 plus 1. 2. Correct? Then I have oxygen. For 2 is 8. 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 3, 8. It is balanced. Only I have to take 2 here to balance this equation. Check out the equation once again. Fe is 2. Fe is 2. Sulfate is 2. Sulfate here it is 2. Oxygen is 4 2s are 8. 3 plus 2 is 5. 5 plus 3 is 8. Is it clear, children? Next. Ca. Ca is 1. Ca is 1. Ca is 1. Ca is 1. And carbonate. CO3. O2. 2 plus 1. 3. So it's balanced. Ca is 1. Ca is 1. Oxygen here it is 3. Oxygen 3. Carbon 1. Carbon 1. It's balanced. So already the equation is balanced. You don't need to change it. Ma'am, if already equation is balanced in the sense, since again I have to change it, no need to change it. If the equation is balanced, you don't need to change the equation. If the equation is unbalanced or if it is not balanced, only at that point of time you have to change the mass of the given. Right? Next. Now it is nitric acid is reacting with calcium hydroxide. Nitric acid reacting with calcium hydroxide to give calcium nitrate plus water. So now you check out hydrogen, how much you have? H, here 2, so 2 plus 1 is 3, here how much you have? 2. Correct, so here it is 3 and here it is 2. What I can do? So let me multiply this with 3, it will become 6. Again if I multiply this with 2, again if I multiply with this with 3, let me see, 3 plus 2 is 5. So let me take 4 here. 4 plus 2 is 6. Correct? No, 4 plus 2 is 6. And here 3 2s are 6. Okay. Nitrogen, how much we have? 4 we have. So nitrogen, how much we have here? 2 only you have. So let me take 2 here to become 4. 2 into 2, 2 2s is 4. Again, O, oxygen is 3, 4 3s are 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. 12 plus 2 is 14. So here you see 6, 3 2s is 6, 6 2s is 12, 12 plus 3 is 15. No, the equation is not balanced. Check out children, oxygen is not balanced. Hydrogen, how much you have? Here hydrogen is 4 plus 2 is 6, 3 2s is 6. Again calcium, how much you have? Calcium here 2 it is there, here 2 it is there. Let me take calcium 2 here. So 4 3s are 12, 12 and again it becomes 4. 12 plus 4 is 16. Oxygen, how much you have? 3 2s are 6, 6 plus 3, 3 2s are 6, 6 2s are 12. 13, 14, 15 we have. No, the equation is not balanced. Check out how can you balance this equation. Hydrogen I have to get. The equation is not balanced. Again I have to change. Again I have to change. So now hydrogen, how much you have? Hydrogen here you have 1. Plus 2 is 3 you have. Okay, calcium is 1, calcium is 1. Oxygen here it is 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 you have. Hydrogen is 2, hydrogen is 2 here. So oxygen is 3, 4, 5, 6. Sorry children, 3 2s is 6 multiplied. So 3 2s is 6, 6 plus 1 7. So always whatever the mass we have, it should be in the even number. It can be in your odd number. So hydrogen is 2 here. So here it is 3. Let me take 2 here. Hydrogen became 4. Let me take 2 here. Let me take 2 here. Hydrogen is 4 now. So if I take here 2, it is 4. Next nitrogen is 2. Nitrogen is 2. N2. Oxygen is 3. 2s is 6. 6 plus 2. 8. 3 2s are 6. 7, 8. Correct? It is balanced all. It is balanced now. Am I right children? Check out again. Trial and error method. You can do in that way also. Trial and error in the sense, take this as to be as X. Okay. And take this as to be as Y. And this has to be X and Y. What to be added in your X and Y you check out. That means if you take one equation will remain same. Take X is equal to 2. Try it with 2. Check the equation is balanced or not. If not, in the sense, take X is equal to 3. If it is balanced, write X value is equal to 3. That means here it will be 3. Trial and error method, even that way you can solve it. If not in the sense, you can do it in this way. This is only easy children. Okay, next. Na, how much you have? 1. Here in your product, how much you have? 2. And so let me take 2 here. Oxygen, how much you have? 2 plus 4, 6. Here, how much you have? 4. Let me take 2. So how much you have? 4, 5, 6. 6 oxygen is balanced. Hydrogen is 2 plus 2 is 4. Hydrogen is 4. Sulfate, S is 1. S is 1. Oxygen, already I told you, 4 plus 2 is 6. 4 plus 2 is 6. And sodium is 2. Sodium is 2. That's it. It is balanced. Right? Next equation you see, Ba, barium chloride plus sulfuric acid gives barium sulfate and hydrochloric acid. Ba is 1. Ba is 1. Cl2, Cl1, H2. Here H is 1. SO4, SO4. See, Ba same, SO4 is same, children. Hydrogen and chlorine should be increased. How much? 2. Chlorine is 2, hydrogen is 2. Take 2 here. Hydrogen is 2, chlorine is 2. Is the equation balanced? Check once again. Barium is 1, barium is 1. Chlorine is 2, chlorine is 2. H2, H2. Sulfate is 1, sulfate is 1. Right? Next equation. Pb, lead nitrate on heating gives you lead oxide plus nitrogen dioxide and oxygen is liberated out of it. Now check out the equation. Pb is 1, Pb is 1, oxygen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5. Then here 3 2s is 6. Now what exactly you people have to do is nitrogen is 2, children. See, nitrogen is 2. If it is like this, NO2, NO3, whole 2. 3 is only for, 3 is for oxygen. 3 is only for oxygen. 2 will include for both oxygen and nitrogen. 3 here, whatever the radical it has been there, it is only for oxygen. You are not supposed to take it for nitrogen. But this whole 2, whatever I have written, it includes for oxygen as well as for your nitrogen. Is it clear? In the bracket, whatever we are representing, if I take hydroxide, OH2, see, this 2 will be included for hydrogen as well as for your oxygen. If it is represent OH2 in the sense, this 2 is included only for hydrogen, not for your oxygen. Is it clear? Next. See this. Pb is 1, Pb is 1, and I have to change nitrogen. Nitrogen is 2 here. Here nitrogen is nothing, only 1. Okay, so here I am going to take 2. So it became how much? 4, 2. Oxygen is 3 2s is 6, 4, 5, 6. Again oxygen is changed. So if I take 2 here, what exactly happens? I can take 2 here. I should take 2 there also. Why? Because I took 2 here is oxygen should be balanced. No. So for that reason I took. Okay. Now Pb is 2. Pb is 2. Nitrogen is how much? 2 and 2 is 4 now. Nitrogen is 4. Now change it. Nitrogen will become 4. Then oxygen is how much? 3 2s are 6. 6 2s is 12. 2, 4 2s are 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Check out the equation is balanced. I'll repeat again. Pb is 2. Okay. Nitrogen 2 into 2. 4. Correct. So again nitrogen is 4. I had 2 here, but I require how much, children? 4. So I just multiplied again with 2 and I got it 4. Now oxygen you check out. 3 2s is 6. 6 2s is 12. Now here it is 2. 2 plus 4 2s are 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. Again it is 2. How much? 12. Is the equation balanced? Yes. So check out whatever the equation which has been there on your board. Again I'll repeat. Carbon, whatever the number of atoms present in your reactant and in the product should be equal. See, if it should be equal in the sense you can change the number. You can keep on multiplying the number. ನೀವು ಎಷ್ಟಾದರೂ ಹಾಕಬಹುದು. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನೀವು don't put your favorite numbers. What is reactant for, what is required for your reactant and what is required for your product should be changed, children. You are not supposed to change the complete, what is it, 24, 25 ma'am, I will get 100 also. You may get it, but see to that how much it is required, only add so much and continue to balance the equation. Okay, I'll give you some more equation to balance. That is for your assignment. I'll give you few more equation to balance. That will be for your assignment. Okay, check that in your PDF where the assignment what you have got. then you can balance the equation. If you have not got the equation balancing, other whatever we are going to study with the balancing equation will not be understood. So practice properly with your balancing equation. 100, 200 equations you balance. It will be, then only it will be easy for you to write, or else it is difficult. See, for myself, I found difficult while solving some equations. So practice more and more, it will be easy for you only. If not, in the sense, it is difficult. Okay. Now this is nothing but called as balancing equation. Now we have studied what is chemical reaction and what is chemical equation. Now how to write a equation. Now we know how to balance the equation. Few more problems will be given in your PDF, children, as assignment form. You have to write that, solve that equations, where it will be more clear to solve the equations. Is it clear, children? Still some more equations will be given. Please solve it. Then you will be more clear about balancing equation. If you have any doubts while getting your assignment and for your classwork correction, you get it. I'll explain you again. Okay, not a problem. Now we are going to study about types of reactions. I told you chemical reactions will involve change in state, change in color, evolution of gas, and change in temperature, where they include. And I told you while writing an equation, you people have to represent. Solids are considered to be as S, gas is considered to be as G, and liquid is considered to be as L, and aqueous is considered to be as your AQ. Am I right? So the same way you will write the equation and start balancing. Now we know chemical equations. So some chemical equations, there are different types of chemical equations which has been present. So what are that different types of chemical equations? So under that, first one we have combination reaction. Then we have decomposition reaction. Then you have displacement reaction. Then you have double displacement reaction. So under your double displacement, we are going to study about precipitation reaction. Then you have oxidation. Then you have reduction. These are also different types of reaction. Then you have redox reaction. These are the different types of chemical reactions. As I told you, chemical reactions are nothing but when two or more reacting together to give you a product. We don't know how the reaction takes place, whether it is by one reactant or whether it is by one or more reactant, if it is B, and the product which has been obtained is a chemical reaction. Now, in your chemical reaction only, there are different types of chemical reaction. So, in that different types of chemical reactions are combination reaction, decomposition, displacement, double displacement, precipitation reaction, nothing but called as PPT, then oxidation, reduction, then you have redox reaction. These are the different types of chemical reaction. So under this first one which we are going to discuss right now is your combination reaction. Right now we are going to discuss about your combination reaction. What is combination reaction will tell you is, the name itself will tell you, combination is combine. What is going to combine? When two or more reactant is combined to give you single product. What is going to combine? See, the name itself will tell you, combine, combination. What is going to combine is when two or more reactant is combined to give you single product. For example, A plus B will give you C. That means A and B is two or more reactant to give you what, children? To give you a single product. This reaction is nothing but called as combination reaction. In a chemical reaction, when two or more reacting together to give you a single product is nothing but called as combination reaction. I'll repeat again. When two or more reacting together to give you a single product is nothing but called as combination reaction. It's a general form, as I told you. What is reactant and what is product? See, A and B, two or more reactant, which is reacted, and how much product I got? I got only a single product. This reaction is nothing but called as combination. Both combination of two reactants will give me a single product is nothing but called as combination. We have different combinations, children. See, after finishing your 10th standard, I have this science stream or commerce, or whether I have to go for arts. You have a combination to select, whether it is PCMB or PCMC, combinations. On the subject, based on the subject, you are going to select it. Like that, a combination will be there to select. Or you have dress combination, food combination. So like that you have different combinations. The same way here also, a chemical reaction where two or more reacting together to give you a single product is nothing but called as combination. So to study more example regarding your combination reaction, to study more about your combination reaction, as I told you, now if I take burning of coal, it's an example for your combination reaction. That means a coke is burnt with the presence of oxygen. Burning in the sense with the presence of oxygen it should take place. So coal is burnt with the presence of oxygen to give carbon dioxide. Two or more reacted together to give you a single product is nothing but called as combination reaction. Is it clear, children? And according to your textbook, there is an experiment which is given. Experiment in the sense, now the combination, when CaO, nothing but called as quicklime. When CaO, that is quicklime, is reacted with water to give CaOH2 plus heat. Calcium hydroxide. When quicklime is reacted with water to form slakelime. It's nothing but a combination reaction. When two or more reactant is reacted to give you a single product. So what is this? Is nothing but during your whitewash in the sense, for building, after building construction, before the painting, this whitewash will be done. That means the complete building will be whitely painted. So that combination, this is a combination reaction which has been taken place over there. That means whatever this slakelime which I have got, CaOH2, which is being applied on the wall, when it reacts with carbon dioxide. See, this is what the white was. Sunna, what that white color powder, when it is mixed with water, you can see that this is a beaker. Water is being there. And I am going to add calcium hydroxide to it. You can see air bubble starts coming out, a bubble start coming out of it, and you can see the outer surface of this vessel will remain somewhat hot, right? It remains hot. So this is nothing but which is used in whitewashing. After whitewashing, that means the CaOH2, slakelime, is reacted with carbon dioxide present in the atmosphere. It gives a very smooth and neat framework to the wall. Very smooth surface, it is been smooth and shiny surface can be brought about by your calcium hydroxide with the presence of carbon dioxide. It gives CaCO3 plus water, H2O. CaCO3, calcium carbonate. So that calcium carbonate will provide you a smooth and shiny surface to the wall, which gives you very smooth and shiny surface. It is brought about by when this slakelime is reacted with your carbon dioxide. Even this is an example for your combination reaction. But here it doesn't come. Why? Because we have two products. Correct? But in combination, you have only single product. But there is a combination of both the reactant, two or more reactant will give you a single product. This is your experiment which is given in your textbook, and this is a general example which I told you. I can give you example. That means which we have discussed in your last class, children. When magnesium is burnt with the presence of oxygen to give magnesium oxide. Magnesium is burned with the presence of oxygen to give magnesium oxide. Two or more reactant reacting together to give you single product. It is nothing but called as your combination reaction. So under your combination reaction only, we have to study two more. That is exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction. Under your combination only, I have to tell you about exothermic and endothermic reaction. What is exothermic and endothermic reaction will tell you in the sense. Exothermic, thermic in the sense it is nothing but called as heat, children. Exothermic, thermal is nothing but called as heat. So what happens is, in any chemical reaction, if heat is liberated out of it, that type of equation is nothing but called as exothermic reaction. Exo, giving out, or liberation. What is liberated? Thermal is nothing but called as heat. So exothermic reaction is nothing but, in a chemical reaction, if a heat is liberated out of it, is nothing but called as exothermic reaction. See, this is an exothermic reaction. CaO plus H2O gives CaOH2 plus heat is liberated out of it. So it is an exothermic reaction. Even I can give you an example for exothermic. C6H12O6, that is glucose. With the presence of oxygen, it produces H2O and carbon dioxide plus energy, or it is in the form of heat, is in the form of energy. Heat or energy, in the form of energy. Heat only is in the form of energy if it is liberated, and this process is nothing but called as respiration. This process is nothing but called as respiration. See, we have glucose present in our body with the presence of oxygen. Respiration process, we take in oxygen. At that point of time, we give out water and carbon dioxide. We liberate carbon dioxide out of it, and we get enormous amount of energy which is liberated out of it. So this reaction is also an example for your exothermic reaction. So in a chemical reaction, if heat is liberated out of it, is nothing but called as exothermic reaction. The meaning itself, the name itself will tell you, exo is nothing but called as liberated. So what is liberated? Heat will be liberated or energy will be liberated. Is nothing but called as exothermic reaction. Okay. Next, endothermic, opposite of your exothermic. Here the heat is liberated. It is coming out. But here, when you want to get the product, when you have to get the product, the energy should be observed or the heat should be observed. In a chemical reaction, if heat is observed, is nothing but called as endothermic reaction. The same thing if I take carbon dioxide, we leave out carbon dioxide. With the presence of water, the plant is going to prepare with the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Plant is going to prepare their own food, that is C6H12O6, and they leave out oxygen. Same reaction, respiration is an example for exothermic where the energy is liberated. But in your endothermic reaction, you can see photosynthesis process. Photosynthesis is an example for your endothermic reaction where energy is observed in the form of sunlight. See, it is a heat. Once the energy is observed, then only you will get the product. So this type of reaction is nothing but called as endothermic reaction. I'll repeat again. In your combination reaction, a chemical reaction where two or more reactant react together to give you a single product is nothing but called as combination reaction. Yes. So I have many examples for your combination, burning of coal, burning of magnesium. When two or more reactant giving you a single product, in the sense that comes under your combination reaction. Under this only, we have exothermic and endothermic reaction. I cannot tell, and combination only will be exothermic and endothermic. But under that we have exothermic and endothermic. Exothermic will tell you in a chemical reaction, if heat is liberated out of it. In a chemical reaction, heat is liberated is nothing but called as exothermic. Example for that is respiration process. How is that respiration? In the sense, we have glucose present in our body, children. I am going to inhale. As I am going to inhale, I am going to take in oxygen. So with this oxygen, what is going to happen is, the glucose molecule will break down into carbon dioxide and water molecules present. and I am going to get enormous amount of energy to my body. That means I'm going to do some sort of work. So that energy which is liberated, the heat is liberated in the form of energy. So this reaction is nothing but called as exothermic. You're not supposed to write only respiration. You have to write respiration with this equation. If you write, then only you'll get complete marks for exothermic, right? Then endothermic reaction, in a chemical reaction, if heat is absorbed, absorption of heat is taken place. See, the same respiration process I have written ulta, which takes place in plants, photosynthesis process. Plant, what they require? Plants require carbon dioxide, which we are living out. So this carbon dioxide is inhaled. With the presence of water, in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, they are going to produce glucose and oxygen, and there's no energy which is liberated over there, but it takes place with the presence of sunlight, with the presence of heat. This reaction is nothing but called as endothermic reaction. Observe. Only one thing will be there in your mind. Exothermic is liberation of heat. Endothermic is absorption of heat. This reaction is nothing but called as exothermic and endothermic reaction. Right? So go through whatever the reaction I told you. That means equations which I solved and balancing equation. Put some more balancing equation and start balancing that. And still some more reactions are there. Let me continue in your next class, children. Okay. Thank you. Be safe, children.